What's up, guys, and welcome to the Zozums. It is me, once again, the only person on this YouTube channel, and today we are back in War Thunder. Now, I'm gonna just launch right in, because I don't have that much time. Now, today we are looking at the Marders, both the Marder 3 and the Marder 3H. So, these tanks are very lightly armored, but have really good guns, as in really good guns. So if we look at the Marder 3, it sits at rank 2, battle rating 2.7, which it's okay there. I mean, it could be better, it could be worse. It is armed with a 76mm Pak 36R cannon with 30 rounds of ammunition. It is also armed with a 7.92 VZ37 machine gun with ammo that carries 1,200 rounds. One little glitch is that the machine gun can only move up and down. It will not move side to side. However, it will fire side to side, it just doesn't move side to side. Anyways, turret rotation speed for this thing is 8.4 degrees per second. Same with the Marder 3H. The gun depression is 6 degrees, and the gun elevation is 18 degrees. Reload time on this 76mm is 9.3 seconds, but my crew might be different with yours. So the whole armor for this thing, it gets 50mm at the front, and the 12mm in this little plate thing. And then we have the machine gun, which is 5mm thick, so that's kind of a weak spot. And then we have the tracks, which are 15mm. Ooh, excuse me. Moving on to the side armor. Top side armor, we have 16mm, and bottom side armor, we have 15mm. Moving on to the rear, we have 15mm of rear armor. And the underside of the tank is 15mm. Moving on to the turret, considering this thing doesn't really have a top, we have, right at the front here, 11mm. The side of the turret is also 11mm. The gun itself is 25mm of steel, and the cannon breech. The cannon breech is 60mm of armor, or at least it counts as 60mm of armor. The top of the tank that I didn't show is this little bit, which is 8mm. So this is double layered, which is kind of nice. So you have 19mm? Yeah, 19mm of armor there. So that's that. I'm not going to talk about the mass engine power, stuff like that. I'm just going to move on to the Marder 3H. So this thing sits at rank 2, 3.0. So it's 0.3 higher than the Marder itself. It is armed with a 75mm Pak 40/3 L46 cannon that comes with 38 rounds of ammunition, and the same machine gun with the exact same side-to-side machine gun glitch. Turret rotation speed, once again the exact same. Gun depression is 2 degrees, so it's even worse. And the gun elevation is 22 degrees, so that's better. Reload rate is 7.6 seconds with my crew, might be different with yours. It has the exact same armor for the hull. However, for the turret, it has 15mm here, 15mm here, 15mm here, because it goes all the way around, and 10mm on the top. Now, this gun counts as 25mm, and the cannon breech, once again, counts as 60mm. Tracks still count as 12mm, or whatever they were. So that's just flipping great. Wow, I got through this a lot quicker than I thought I would. So, if you guys... Oh, wait, that's what I need to go over. I need to show you, not like customization, modifications. I need to show you the penetration. So with the standard rounds for this thing, you get 147mm of penetration with the Panzergranat 39s. And you can unlock a high explosive anti-tank shell for this tank, which comes with 80mm of penetration. The Panzergranat 40 comes with 197mm of penetration. That is almost as much as a Tier 4 Sabo round for the Black Prince, which the Black Prince's Sabo round is 214mm. Back to the Marder, this thing gets 135mm of penetration with the Panzergranat 39 round that it gets, 100mm of penetration with the high explosive anti-tank round, and 189mm with the Panzergranat 40 round, which is just great. Now, I recommend you play this tank as a sniper. Well, both of these tanks are snipers. But if you're like me, you very much are a very aggressive person, and you are labeled as a heavy tank player. Anyways, that's that, so I'm gonna launch right into the gameplay. I will see you there. One little note before I go into battle, I did not talk about the history of these tanks. So, the Marder 3H was designed by Alkit, And it was based off the Panzer 38T Czechoslovakian chassis. It was, the prototype was produced in June of 1942, and it was produced from November of 1942 to somewhere in 1943. Not that very long. 1,613 of these vehicles were produced, and some of them were produced from the remains of a factory that got bombed out. Moving on to the Marder 3 itself, this tank was designed because the Germans had literally nothing that could fight the, not German. Yes, the Germans had a civil war. No, they had literally nothing that could fight the Russian heavy tanks of the time. So they had a gun, the 76.2mm Pak 36 cannon, and that was one of the only guns that was capable of fighting said tanks at the time. So they took the Panzer 38T chassis once again, and they stuck this gun on it, and they shipped it out to the Eastern Front. So yeah, there you go. There's your history. Back to the battle! Okay, guys, so here is the first good game I got in the Marders. So at first, I took out the higher tier Marder, the Marder 3H. And this is the one armed with the 75. Now, I have found that this thing, well, basic enemy that it will always hate is the Crusader Mark III. Actually, no, it's just the Crusader variants in general, because they're all annoying as crap. Anyways, so we got Conquest on Battle on Cuban, sorry. And this was just like an average match for me. So I'm going to speed this up in the first section. So I did my normal push around, try and get into a few kinky, no, not kinky, no, I swear, not kinky. A few little areas that seem to be good. Now this Crusader up here, I don't see him and he doesn't see me, so that's no problems. Now I see that AI, he gets murdered. So I start to kill a few AI, destroy that one, set that one on fire, destroy that one. And I fire the machine gun a few times there for you. It is a very nice sounding machine gun. So it's just AI over here, although I'm hesitating because I think I see something over this hill. It's actually just the Crusader firing shots at something over there. So nothing important. See, there's the machine gun again. But like, see, if I turn the gun this way, the machine gun doesn't turn that way. But the machine gun does go up and down. It just doesn't go left and right, which is kind of weird. Anyways, so I'm just being really cautious, watching this hill right here, and there's nothing over there. This Crusader, I'm lucky he didn't see me, and yeah. So I push up to this position. I see the little A13 pop over for a second, and I try and see if something will come over there, but nothing really happens. The A13 pops out again, and I try to reverse, and he goes away. He's just great. So I just kind of sit here for a little bit. However, my team has literally just pushed the whole upper side of the map, and they're now on the A point. So I'm like, okay, why not get on the A point for a little bit? And then I changed my mind. I'm like, okay, you know what? There has to be some enemies over here, considering we have no teammates down this line. And immediately I get hit by a Valentine. I hit his turret, and then I fire one straight through his drive wheel into his driver. So these Crusaders are, like, Crusaders who hide over here are really cheeky. I mean, any tank that hides over here is really cheeky, because Gaijin hasn't fixed that. I mean, it's an okay position. Now they start machine gunning me, I'm like, okay, you all might. I turn, they fire, they bounce, I fire after I get the gun depression up. I fire, I destroy one of them. Now I don't see the other one, which is really inconvenient for me. I see this Crusader, however, I'm like, I must kill Crusader. And yeah, this is my downfall. Now I come across the Mark IV A13, and I fire one into his turret, kill two of his people. And I try to reload here, but the Crusader fires at me. I fire, I do no damage to the Crusaders. I mean, not Crusader, but the Mark IV 813, which is really saddening. So now I am just being peppered by that Crusader on the hill, and he takes me out. Ouch. So, well, I got 2 kills there, and I got 2 AI destroyed. So I spawn in the other Crusader, oops. The other, Martyr, and I try to budge around my ammunition load a bit, because limited ammunition load. I try to carry 10, APBC Panzergranat 39 shells, and, excuse me, and 10 Panzergranat 40 shells, and I changed that to having 20 APBC and 5, you know, whatever. So I immediately spawn on, and I'm already getting spawn camped Crusader, and, well, 2 Crusaders, actually. This Crusader makes the mistake of stopping, thinking he's outrun me, and I plop one into him, finishing him off. And my next target is this Crusader up here. Fire one into his rear end, light him on fire, and I get an assist. So I continue to move up again, and at this point they're already halfway through capping B. There's no way we'll get there in time with the amount of force that they have. So I just kind of do my best. So I push up here. The Crusader is now bullying the Gauze, or at least it was bullying the Gauze before it killed it. I plop one into his turret, take out his turret ring right there, and his elevation drive. Therefore, he cannot shoot me all that accurately. I mean, it would take a miracle. Surprised he doesn't shoot me right here when he could have. Probably because he didn't have a vertical drive. I plop one into his turret again, and he is down. So I turn around this corner, I see the T-17E2, and I see the M3. I think the M3 is a better option to shoot at. However, I don't see this Valentine. Now, the Valentine shoots me, does a little bit of damage, but I take out the M3. Valentine, therefore, kills everything in my turret, and it kills my machine gunner, which is unfortunate. So, at this point in time, I have to repair. There's nothing I can do. I would have to kill that T-17E2, and they capture the B point. So, that is the end of the match right there. Ending with 5 kills for me, 1 kill assist, and 2 AI kills, finishing top of the team. I love German teams sometimes. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below and encourage me to keep making this stuff. And if you dislike this video, leave a dislike down below, because that tells me that I need to improve my crap. If you really liked it and you wanted to know when more of my videos come out, subscribe down below so you get my new videos, which is just great. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, you know, stuff like that, leave it in the comment section down below as well. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.